Okay, so sorry about the light. It's night time, so I can't do anything about that. I just wanted to talk a little bit about prenatal expressing. It's not really talked about enough, really. You can express, if you have it, colostrum for your baby before it's born. It's especially good for people that suffer with diabetes or gestational diabetes, and it would be good if your baby is going to be born prematurely. So maybe if you're having twins, or you know your baby is going to be delivered by C-section, or you're going to be induced early, you know, baby might spend time in NICU or whatever you call it, then it might be a good idea to express if you want to. However, if you are sorry, I say way too much. However, if you are at risk for a premature delivery or miscarriage, talk to your midwife about expressing before a baby's born, because a nipple stimulation is obviously it releases oxytocin, which can stimulate your uterus into premature labour. A way to do it is you can buy syringes online, or if you sometimes your hospital will supply them. But that's usually after you've had them, your baby's in NICU, they will supply them. And then you can hand express and then suck them up into the syringes. You need tiny little amounts. And then once your baby's born, if you're doing it for diabetes, it's just so the blood sugar levels don't drop. So you can breastfeed, and then on top of that, give them, on top of breastfeeding, you can give them a top-up of one of your syringes. And then hopefully the blood sugar levels won't drop, and you won't have to top up with formula if that's what you don't want to do. If you want to avoid that. If you want to give formula, that's fine. But if you want to avoid it, then it's good to have the colostrum backing up. And then if you have a premature baby, if it's very premature, before 37 weeks, I think, I don't know if it's 27 or 37, I think it's 37, babies can find it hard to latch. So by all means try. I mean, even if your doctor tells you shouldn't try, you can still try. A lot of doctors don't tell you about kangaroo care, where instead of an incubator you can wrap your baby, have your baby close skin to skin. That's very good for your baby. So look that up. And if you're doing, if your baby can't latch, and you've tried or you haven't tried or whatever, then it's good to have colostrum expressed for that reason, so they can be tube fed your colostrum, and then once the baby's born you can get pump and syringe feed or bottle feed or whatever. But if you want to avoid bottle feeding, then I would avoid giving bottles before breast, because it can cause nipple confusion. So either use a cup or a syringe or a spoon. So I think that's all I need to say about that matter. So this is what I've got. These are my syringes. I bought them in bulk on Amazon. You can choose what size. I would suggest you go for a smaller size than I've got, because I didn't realise it was so hard to express colostrum. But it's so weird. I've never looked at it before. It's like sticky, gluey solution. But these are what they look like. They're sterile and they're one use, so once I've used them and gave it a bit of milk I expressed to the baby, throw them away. But I've got 5ml one syringes, and I will show you now how much how to actually express each one, because rather than with expressed milk after the baby's born, you can keep it in the fridge for 5 days. With colostrum, before a baby's born, you can keep it in there for 2 days, and you've got to freeze it. So in the 2 days, you'll see how little I've managed to get out. So I bought, I think 50 of these. The baby's born in a week, and I still got loads left, loads, literally. I've hardly used any. I've used about, I broke one, I had to throw one out because I expressed some, and then Ruby is a little devil, she got hold of it and got rid of it. So sad. It's like, when you've expressed, you know how I feel, but if you haven't expressed, you don't know how I feel. But that is the okay. So in the freezer here, I will show you how much I have in everything. These are my July servings, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about one a week, give or take. And it varied the amount because it was so hard to express, and I literally took hours doing these, and look how much I got. And most of them were 2 days of it as well, not just one. This is 2 days worth, and it's about just, some of them are 1ml, some of them are just over 1ml. This one's not even 1ml, so I would suggest getting at the most 3ml syringes, but maybe 2ml are acceptable. Maybe some people can express more than me, so three would be good. So that is what it looks like, and this bright yellow gluey substance. And I gave some to Ruby, and she said yuck, so maybe she'll wean now. She'll probably be happy when the milk comes back in. Close the freezer. So that is what it's all about. So if you're interested in prenatal expression of breast milk or / colostrum, that is how I suggest doing it. And how I did it is I just hand expressed, and then I sucked with the syringe the colostrum straight off the nipple. I found that easiest because so little of it came out as well. And I did it, as I said, I did it about twice a day, for maybe an hour and a half at the most. Actually, probably longer than that, because I had to stop in between to wait for it to come, massage and all sorts. Probably about 2.5 hours a day, with 2 sessions a day. And then I did it the next day, same syringe, and put with the fringe, make sure you put it in the fridge, and then it went in the freezer that day. So 2 days and then in the freezer. Bye.